What if the Japan you imagine is just a front hiding harsh realities that only those with inside knowledge can truly understand? Few outsiders ever fully see the hidden hardships, silent laws, and difficulties that lie beneath Japan's natural beauty. Let us make it flourish. Chapter 1. You can be surrounded by millions and still feel invisible. Japan's cities are among the most crowded on Earth. Yet many foreigners describe a profound sense of isolation. Social interactions tend to be calm, polite, and respectful, but seldom personal. The cultural preference for emotional restraint and quiet spaces means you could go days without meaningful conversation. Even in a crowded Tokyo subway, you might feel more alone than ever. It is a striking paradox, loneliness in the land of harmony. Chapter 2. You will spend more time guessing than knowing. The lack of definitive yes or no responses is one of the most surprising problems in Japan. Everything is ambiguous, veiled, and subjective. A smile could be interpreted as unease. Disapproval could be indicated by a nod. You are always wondering if you made a mistake because you are reading between the lines. The secret to surviving is to learn this silent language, but nobody explains how. Chapter 3. Even the garbage has rules you will struggle with. Trash disposal turns into a mental exercise. Burnables, plastics, cans, glass, and even PET bottles must be kept separate according to stringent location-specific regulations. You risk having your trash left behind with a note, or worse, causing embarrassment to your neighbors if you forget to pick it up or put the wrong item in the wrong bag. It is a precise cultural ritual that goes beyond waste management. Chapter 4. High-tech image, low-tech reality. The Walkman and the bullet train were both created in Japan, but have you ever tried emailing a city office? Nope. Fax machines are still in use. Have rent to pay? Better have money. Do you wish to sign a lease? A hanko, ink stamp, is required. Although it seems futuristic, everyday systems still feel like they belong in the 1990s, and no one prepares you for the shock of digital culture. Chapter 5. Your foreignness will be admired but never absorbed. People may remark on your proficiency with chopsticks, your knowledge of Japanese, or your interest in the culture. However, admiration does not equate to acceptance. You will always be perceived as not quite from here, regardless of how well you adjust. It is a cultural barrier that Japan rarely allows people to cross. It is not cruel. It is possible to fall in love with the country, but it might not reciprocate your feelings. Chapter 6. Workplaces run on unwritten rules and silent expectations. Unwritten social contracts are essential to Japanese workplace culture. Everyone does, but no one tells you to stay late. In theory, you have vacation days, but nobody takes advantage of them. Although you might not receive direct feedback, you will be expected to recognize your errors. Your cultural fluency is put to the test with each move, much like when you play a game without knowing the rules. Chapter 7. Emotional expression is rare, and that can be exhausting. Seldom will you hear the words "I love you," see affection in public, or experience direct conflict. Subtlety envelops all that is emotional. This emotional restraint can wear you down over time, particularly if you're from a culture that encourages transparency. You might begin to feel as though your true self is being hushed to fit in. Silence conceals discomfort, and smiles conceal stress, and you should reciprocate. Chapter 8. Making friends is a long-term project. In Japan, friendships take time to develop. You might not receive an invitation to someone's house for months or even years. Social circles are typically established early in life, and it can be challenging to enter them as an adult, particularly if you're a foreigner. The outcome? Many foreigners claim to feel friendly with everyone, close with no one. It is culturally based caution, not coldness. Chapter 9. Beauty is everywhere, but it comes with pressure. Japan's attention to detail and beauty are breathtaking, from hand-wrapped bento boxes to cherry blossoms. However, striving for perfection can also be a burden. People are under tremendous pressure to behave appropriately, look well, and adhere to tradition in everything from cuisine to fashion. Because even beauty is subject to social norms, living here requires balancing feelings of admiration and anxiety all the time. Chapter 10. The magic wears off, but something deeper remains. Japan initially seems like a utopia: pristine streets, secure urban areas, and courteous citizens. But as the honeymoon wears off, you start to notice the flaws: quiet judgment, inflexible systems, and emotional distance. But for a lot of people, something unexpected occurs. Below the surface, they find a slower, more meaningful rhythm to life: quiet pride in daily chores, seasonal awareness, and profound respect. Even though the truth isn't always simple, it's nonetheless lovely in its own right. Chapter 11. Being silent is expected and not awkward. Silence is unsettling in many cultures. It is considered a sign of maturity, respect, and thoughtfulness in Japan. Long pauses are common in meetings. There is very little small talk. Silence is not something to be filled, even in social situations. However, this silence may seem cold or alienating to newcomers. You begin to wonder, did I say something incorrectly? Do I need to say more? The reality? Sometimes the answer and the conversation lies in silence. The appeal of Japan is real. However, so are its challenges. Recognizing the truth helps us see its true character. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share.